All right, you hear those sirens. It is Thanksgiving 911 rushing to save your holiday dinner. We have 3 chefs here to, fingers crossed, prevent a disaster in your kitchen. Eden Grinspahn, cookbook author of Eating Out Loud, is talking turkey from Toronto. Jeff Mauro from Food Network's The Kitchen and the podcast Come On Over is on sides from Chi-Town. Jeff, I'm from the 815. And celebrity chef Jamika Passoa has sweet solutions for your desserts from Tennessee. Welcome to you all. All right, we're going to kick things off with our chefs, giving you the quick tips and tricks that you need to know right now for your Thanksgiving dinner. So, Eden, you're up first. What are the top things we need to know when making turkey?
Okay, tip 1. Roasting rack. Super important to get air circulation underneath your turkey. If you don't have a roasting rack, aluminum foil will be your best friend. Roll it up, wrap it up, coil it up, and put it at the bottom of your roasting rack, then your turkey on top. If you don't have aluminum foil, just go for the classic vegetables. We just really want to get that air underneath so that it gets beautiful golden and just crispy skin is just the key here. Second tip is your wishbone, okay? Take the wishbone out before you roast it. Ask your butcher to do this. Super simple. If he can't do it for you, just take a paring knife. It's right here by the breast, and you just kind of scrape it out. A paper towel will actually help you grip it, and it will just make for a beautiful carved breast turkey. I absolutely love that tip. And now stuffing. People talk about stuffing all the time for Thanksgiving. I don't stuff my turkey, and let me tell you why. Because when you stuff a turkey, it adds time to the roast. You don't want to keep your turkey in there longer than you need to because that will dry out the breast. Always put the stuffing on the side, and what you can do with that cavity is fill it with aromatics. Put some flavor in there. We have orange, you could put sage, apple, lemon. You can really just get super creative with it, and that will ensure beautiful flavor on the inside, but a beautiful roast, and even roast throughout.
A lot of good advice right there. Let's talk about sides, Jeff.
All right, so my first tip for sides. Hello, everybody there in New York. It's nice and rainy here, but that doesn't matter because we're showering ourselves in flavor as well. First tip is use evaporated milk in your mac and cheese. I know you get a couple cans of this, you mix it with a nice combination, a trinity, if you will, of grated cheeses, something creamy, something sharp, something funky, and you let it simmer and you let that cheese melt, a little mustard in there, and you get the gooeyest, most gratifying, dare I say, the Taylor Swift of mac and cheese, because it's so creamy and so gratifying, and it's an easy little hack. You omit it from the stove, boom. Another thing, we're missing a lot of high notes, right, on our Thanksgiving table. Spice, right? Crunch, acid. So you can do the Chicago way and use hot giardiniera. Here, this is my Mauro Provisions hot giardiniera, which we're now shipping nationwide at mauroprovisions.com. And this is just a beautiful rainbow cornucopia of peppers, veggies, you know, spice, oil, crunch, fermented, pickly great. Put it on your green beans. You'll thank me all day. Next, go to the pantry to bump up the flavors and the textures in your kind of bready, sometimes just textureless stuffing, let's be honest. So I add some nice crushed pecans right in there, right from the pantry. Already had them in there. And to bring a little sweetness and fun, tang, tartness, some dried cranberries. Put it in there, mix your stock in there, put it in the oven, and you're adding more color, right? Something just different than just the sage and the bread and the butter, which are all great, but all we do is got to go to that pantry, take the evaporated milk, take that Mauro Provisions hot giardiniera, and take those cranberries and those pecans to bump up the flavor and texture. So easy. Make the stars shine.
You guys are making me so hungry. Jamika, you're up next. Top tip for your dessert.
All right, everybody loves a pie, especially a pretty pie. But if you can't seem to get those perfectly crimped edges like Grandma used to make, simply take some tongs and you can go right around there and pinch those edges so you can get something that you can be proud of. Do a nice little pattern around the edges there. Really, really simple. And then, believe it or not, there's a lot of household items that you can use to put some nice texture, put some patterns on the top of your pie crust. Now, I've got my daughter's Legos here, believe it or not. Nice little impression around the pie. You can even use bubble wrap. That'll give it a nice 3D dimension type of pattern on it. And all you simply have to do is, I have my rolled out dough here, and I've got a doily on top, and using a rolling pin, apply some pressure around the edges,
Jamika,
and you want to impress that.
This looks incredible. Jamika, thank you so much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.